When people ask me what I do for a living, I tell them I'm a celebrant. I see this look wash over their faces before they say something like, "Oh, that sounds like it really suits you," or "That sounds really rewarding." Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't know what I do for a living. Hi folks, I'm Paul, by the way, from Stand By Me Ceremonies. I'm a professional celebrant living in Manchester. So today we're looking at the question, what is a celebrant? So the short answer is a celebrant is somebody who leads a ceremony. The person who stands at the front, organises everything and talks to everybody. Now I'm a naming and couples celebrant, so that means I can do naming ceremonies, I can do wedding, civil partnerships, commitment ceremonies and renewal of vows. Some celebrants offer funeral services as well. Others offer more bespoke ceremonies that might include an adoption ceremony or a change of gender ceremony. So if you're planning any sort of ceremony, any sort of celebration, you hire a celebrant to come along and get to know you first so that they can write a bespoke script that is then all about you, all about your child, all about you as a couple, and then that is delivered to all of the guests that come to the ceremony. So they put the structure and maybe even a little formality into the event so it feels real and it's not a case of, can everybody hear me? You at the back, can you hear me? Can you just quieten down over there? They put in a proper script, it's formal, everybody knows what they're doing, they all sit down, they all listen, it becomes a very memorable day. Is a celebrant different to a registrar? Yes, very different in fact. A celebrant is somebody who gets to know you before, writes a bespoke script, and then delivers a ceremony that's all about you. A registrar can officiate a legal wedding or civil partnership, and they can only do this in either a registered office or in a registered venue that you invite them to come and do the ceremony at. So with the registrar, everything does get done on one day, but it's not a personalised ceremony like you would get with a celebrant. So it isn't about you, it's a generic set of statements that you can choose a little bit from, but it's going to be very similar to everybody else's ceremony with a registrar. So I've done a full video about whether a celebrant is legal in 2023, and that goes into more detail about how you work around those legal aspects. So if you want to watch that, click here now. So to sum things up, when you're having a ceremony, most couples or parents will think about either a church option, a registry office option, a venue that is licensed, and what I'm saying is a celebrant ceremony is a fourth, more modern option that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with religion, and it doesn't have anything legal in it, so it means you have to get the legal part done separately, but then it means the ceremony that you have with a celebrant can be anything you want, it can be worded in any way, and most importantly, the celebrant gets to know you, gets to know your child, gets to know you as a couple, depending on what ceremony it is, and then they write a script based on you. And that's the difference, and that is really what a celebrant is. Thanks guys, hope you found that useful. Like and subscribe if you'd like to hear more about the world of celebrant-led ceremonies. See you on the next one.